Cabo de Hornos, Chile, a place of legend, a place of raw, untamed beauty. For anglers, it's a dream destination. The waters here hold some of the most impressive fighting fish on the planet. Many come seeking adventure. They come to test their skills against the might of the ocean. But Cabo de Hornos is not for the faint of heart. The seas can be treacherous, the winds unforgiving, but for those who dare, the rewards are immeasurable. Cabo de Hornos sits at the southernmost tip of South America. It's where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans clash. This creates a unique and challenging environment. The currents are strong and unpredictable. The water temperatures fluctuate dramatically. This mixing pot of conditions supports a remarkable diversity of marine life. The coastline is just as dramatic. Towering cliffs rise from the sea. Jagged rocks stand like sentinels against the crashing waves. It's a landscape that speaks of power and resilience. The waters around Cabo de Hornos teem with life. Anglers can target a variety of species. Each presents its own unique challenge. Patagonian toothfish are a prized catch. These deep-sea predators can grow to enormous sizes. They're known for their fighting spirit. Hake are another important species. These fish are abundant in the region. They provide a sustainable source of food and income for local communities. Southern king crab is a delicacy. These crustaceans are found in the cold, deep waters. They're prized for their sweet, delicate meat. Fishing in Cabo de Hornos requires skill and preparation. The conditions can change rapidly. Anglers must be ready for anything. Heavy tackle is essential. The fish here are strong and fight hard. You need gear that can withstand the pressure. Weather can be unpredictable. Be prepared for rain, wind, and cold temperatures. Layering your clothing is key. Local knowledge is invaluable. Hiring an experienced guide can greatly increase your chances of success. They can help you navigate the waters and target the best fishing spots. Section 5, the angler's calendar. The best time to fish in Cabo de Hornos depends on the species you're targeting. The fishing season generally runs from November to April. Summer months, that's December to February, offer the best chance for Patagonian toothfish. The seas are calmer and the fish are more active. Hake fishing is good year-round, but the peak season is during the austral autumn, which is March to May. Southern king crab season runs from October to November. This is when the crabs are most plentiful. Section 6. Respecting the rules. Chile has strict fishing regulations that every angler must follow. These regulations are in place to protect fish populations and ensure the sustainability of marine life. Before you cast a line, make sure you thoroughly understand the rules and guidelines. One of the first steps is to obtain a fishing permit. These permits are available from local authorities and are essential for legal fishing. It's crucial to have the correct permit for the specific species you're targeting. Additionally, there are catch limits in place to prevent overfishing. These limits vary depending on the species, so be sure to check the regulations for each type of fish. Respecting these limits is vital to ensure sustainable fishing practices and the health of the ecosystem. Certain areas are designated as marine reserves where fishing is strictly prohibited. These protected areas are crucial for the conservation of marine biodiversity. By prohibiting fishing in these zones, we help to protect critical habitats and allow marine life to thrive undisturbed. Education and awareness are key components in respecting and understanding these rules. Local communities often hold workshops and meetings to discuss and disseminate information about fishing regulations. Practices like catch and release are encouraged to maintain fish populations and promote conservation. Using eco-friendly fishing gear also helps minimize the impact on the environment. Keeping fishing areas clean and free of debris is another important aspect of respecting the rules. Reporting illegal fishing activities helps authorities enforce regulations and protect marine life. By respecting the rules, we can all contribute to a sustainable and thriving marine environment for future generations. Section 7, a battle for the ages. I'll never forget my first encounter with a Patagonian toothfish off the coast of Cabo de Hornos. It was a day that started like any other. with the sun just peeking over the horizon, casting a golden glow on the restless sea. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of salt and adventure. We set out early, our boat cutting through the waves with purpose, each of us filled with anticipation for what the day might bring. The water was rough that day, the wind howling like a banshee. The sky had turned a menacing shade of grey, and the waves grew taller and more aggressive with each passing minute. It was as if the ocean itself was challenging us, daring us to continue our quest. The boat rocked violently, and we had to hold on tight to avoid being thrown overboard. We'd been battling the elements for hours with little to show for our efforts. The relentless wind and waves had taken their toll on us, and our spirits were beginning to wane. Each cast of the line felt like a futile gesture against the might of the sea. Our faces were etched with exhaustion, our bodies weary from the constant struggle to stay upright and focused. Then it hit. The line screamed out, nearly ripping the rod from my grasp. My heart raced as I tightened my grip, feeling the raw power of whatever was on the other end. This was no ordinary catch. It was something far more formidable. The rod bent under the strain and the reel spun furiously, the line slicing through the water with incredible speed. This was no ordinary fish. This was a monster. The sheer force of its movement sent shockwaves through the rod and into my arms. I could feel every thrash, every desperate attempt to break free. It was a battle of wills, a test of endurance and determination. The fish fought with a ferocity that left no doubt about its size and strength. The battle raged for what felt like an eternity. Time seemed to stretch and warp as I struggled to maintain control. My muscles burned with exertion and sweat poured down my face, mingling with the salty spray of the sea. Every second was a test of my resolve, a challenge to my skill as an angler. The fish showed no signs of tiring, and I knew I had to dig deep to outlast it. My arms ached, my back throbbed, but I refused to yield. I could see the determination mirrored in the faces of my fellow anglers, each of us united in this epic struggle. We shouted encouragement to one another, our voices barely audible over the roar of the wind and waves. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated challenge where every ounce of strength and willpower was put to the test. Finally, after a grueling hour, the magnificent creature surfaced. Its scales glistened in the dim light, and its massive body broke through the water with a splash that sent ripples across the surface. We all gasped in awe at the sight of it, a true testament to the wonders that lie beneath the ocean's surface. It was a moment of triumph, a reward for our perseverance and determination. A Patagonian toothfish of truly epic proportions. Its size was staggering, far larger than any fish I had ever seen. We carefully maneuvered it alongside the boat, taking great care not to harm it. The sense of accomplishment was overwhelming, a feeling that words could scarcely capture. It was a reminder of the incredible power and beauty of nature and the respect it commands. We carefully brought it alongside the boat for a quick photo, then released it back into the depths. The decision to release it was unanimous. We all understood the importance of preserving such magnificent creatures for future generations. As we watched it swim away, a sense of fulfillment washed over us. We had faced the fury of the sea and emerged victorious. But more importantly, we had shown respect for the life it harbored. It was a humbling experience, a testament to the raw power of nature. The sea had tested us, pushed us to our limits, and in the end it had granted us a glimpse of its hidden treasures. As the sun set and the sea calmed, we reflected on the day's events, grateful for the opportunity to witness such a spectacle. It was a day that would be etched in our memories forever, a true battle for the ages. Section 8, Cabo de Hornos, an angler's paradise. Cabo de Hornos is not just a fishing destination, it's an experience that transcends the ordinary. It's a test of skill, a communion with nature, and a journey that challenges both body and spirit, a journey to the edge of the world, where the land meets the untamed sea. The journey here is part of the adventure, the isolation, the raw beauty, and the sense of being far removed from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, the sheer power of the ocean, with its relentless waves crashing against the rugged coastline, all contribute to an unforgettable experience that stays with you long after you've left. But it's the fish that truly draw anglers here. The waters around Cabo de Hornos are teeming with life. offering the chance to test your mettle against some of the strongest, most elusive creatures in the sea. These fish are not just trophies, they are symbols of the challenge and the triumph that come with the sport. If you're seeking the ultimate fishing adventure, one that pushes you to your limits and rewards you with memories that will last a lifetime, Cabo de Hornos is calling. This remote and rugged destination offers more than just fishing. It offers a chance to reconnect with nature and with yourself. Just be prepared for the challenge of a lifetime. The waters here are not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to venture. The rewards are beyond measure. So pack your gear, set your sights on the horizon, and get ready for an adventure that will test your skills, your endurance, and your spirit. Cabo de Hornos awaits, with its promise of unparalleled fishing and unforgettable experiences.